Hello. Already we're at the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time. Our summer is really moving on and on. And here at St. Anthony's this week, we have our teachers who are coming in. And the following week, we'll have the first week of school. So summer is certainly making progress and little by little coming to an end. This particular Sunday, the reading from Luke chapter 13, verses 22 to 30, is very strong. In fact, the number of all three readings have a very strident, strong theme. The first theme I want to bring out is universality. He confronts the Jews, God's chosen people. They say, "Here we are. We ate and drank in your midst, and yet why do you not know us?" And God will say, the master of the house will say, "I do not know where you are from. Depart from me, all you evildoers." And there will be wailing and grinding of teeth when you see Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and all the prophets of the kingdom of God, and you yourselves cast out. Where you are from? Being from Israel. Wasn't that enough? Being from Judah. But in this case, Jesus is saying the Master is really talking about where you are from in your hearts. Where is the place that you really live in your hearts? Were you living in my kingdom, or just simply living physically in the area called Israel and being a part of God's chosen people, but not living as one of God's chosen people? Being called to be His people and being obedient to His call, to His will, are two different things. If we do not respond as an obedient people, willing to follow Him in His will, we will become last. Or maybe not even make it in the door at all. People will come from the east and the west, from the north and the south, and will recline at table in the kingdom of God. Being a part of the kingdom of God is not so much a birthright as it is a way in which we live. Did we live our lives as people who daily went through the narrow gate, according to God, and lived according to God's strict will? Or did we do whatever we felt like doing? Secondly, the second theme I'd like to bring out is the one of endurance. Endurance. And the second reading, "For the Lord loves, for whom the Lord loves, He disciplines. He scourges every son He acknowledges." Endurance, putting up with the pain, you might mind my pun, is not a fun topic. But it's very much a part of life. Certainly very much a part of spiritual life. Natural life, human life, by its very nature, seeks what feels good, seeks the pleasurable, and avoids pain. I think all of life does that, by its nature. But we need to move to a higher level, as Jesus Himself did. By leaving heaven and coming into this world, He certainly did that. There was no pain avoidance when He came into our world to live among us. We take on the pain for the gain. Something that comes out in sports. It certainly is true in our spiritual and religious life. To grow in the Lord, to grow spiritually, to grow almost in any way, intellectually, developing skills, we have to enter into a learning process that very often requires endurance, putting up with difficulties. To grow means to leave behind what was comfortable and to go on and become something more, something better, something greater. When a child goes to school, it's often very difficult for the little child to go into that classroom and to leave his mother outside the door. When we go into a new job or into a new way of life, perhaps married life, we have to stretch ourselves to fit in. What was once comfortable, we have to leave behind and endure the problems and the pains that the new demands put on us. To grow in the Lord is likewise a demanding experience, an endurance test, going through many difficulties and many problems to come to a higher level of life with Him. He lived that way. He calls us to likewise live that way. Thank you very much.